A very warm welcome to all of you for this first session of this Sociology Foundation course. See, before starting this subject, I just wanted to ask you why you have chosen this as your optional. Why sociology is your optional? Why sociology? It is an optional. UPSC Civil Services Examination Scheme says it is your personal choice. It's your personal choice. Do you think that it was your personal choice? Opting sociology, was it your personal choice? Did you choose it personally based on your discretion, or your choice of your so-called personal decision of selection of your optional is influenced by somebody? Was it your personal choice, or it is a social choice? This subject basically tells you that whatever you think as your personal private decisions have social patterns. The selection of sociology as your optional was not your own selection. It should be it was influenced by somebody. You saw the internet and you get the information from the UPSC annual report itself that the highest success rate optional is sociology. In the whole of the list of optionals, there are 20 plus optionals UPSC has given. In all these optionals, what is the success rate UPSC has given? Annual report number 71, annual report number 70. If you go and see which optional is having the maximum success rate, it is sociology. Around 10% of the people who select this optional, they are clearing this examination. 1,000 candidates have got selected finally, out of which 10% belongs to sociology. Other optionals are less than 10%. So, the selection of your optional, which you thought it is your personal decision, is not personal. It was influenced by UPSC data. It was influenced by some people who you see in the internet, in the YouTube, that they have got sociology as their optional and they have cleared the examination. You see the report that many students from Tamil Nadu, especially this year 2026, the result got published. The 2025 examination result, final result got published in 2026. In Tamil Nadu, we saw so many students have selected sociology as their optional and they cleared. Rank 2, rank 18, all these students are sociology optional students. So, you should understand that not just a selection of your optional is social, even selection of the civil services itself is social. How many of you wanted to become IAS officers? Because it was very personally connected to you. You may think that it is personal decision, but selection of civil services itself is a social pattern. Because historically speaking, civil services is one of the most privileged jobs. Historically speaking, Kautilya in his Arthashastra writes about 7 elements of administration, where he says one of the 7 elements of administration is civil services, bureaucrats. He uses the term amatya. But it is not just today. Right from the Kautilya's time, civil services is a very celebrated service, celebrated job. The Mughals also had the civil services. The British came, they came with the modern civil services. If you look into the civil services origin, the historicity of civil services, it is having its origin 2000 years back. So for thousands of years, this civil services was a very privileged job. And that is why when you are wanting to become IAS officer, you thought that you wanted to become IAS officer. No, your father wanted you to become IAS, your mother wanted you to become IAS, your family wanted, your friends wanted, your teacher wanted, and the want which you have created for you has come from outside. Marriage is a very personal decision. Yes or no? Marriage is a very personal decision. It is a very, very intimate, personal, private decision. Who should be my spouse? I have every right to select. Who says this? The Supreme Court of India says, in a case called as Hadia case. And this case came in the UPSC prelims examination 2018. The question came on right to select one's spouse is which right? Fundamental right under Article 21. Who said this? The Supreme Court of India said every individual in this country have fundamental right under Article 21 to select one's own spouse. If selecting your spouse is a fundamental right under Article 21, it is a very, very private decision, a privacy right. Then why 98% of the marriages in India are arranged marriages? Hardly 2% of the people go for love marriage. Why then 98% of the marriages are arranged marriages? Do you think that love is just a lightning bolt experience for an individual? No. Love itself is influenced by your educational background. Love itself is influenced by your social status, your caste status. In Ramayana story, Suyamvaram is happening. Okay. Who are the participants? ராமாயணால எழுதியிருக்கிறாங்க. அண்ணலும் நோக்கினாள் அவளும் நோக்கினாள். ரெண்டு பேரும் பாக்குறாங்களாம். லவ் அட் தி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சைட். யாரப்பா உள்ள விட்டீங்க சுயம்பரத்துக்கு? கிங், பிரின்சஸ், பிரின்ஸ் இவங்க தானே. அப்போ வேர் இஸ் தி கான்செப்ட் ஆஃப் லவ் அட் தி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சைட்? But what we think, love is very personal. Love is not personal, love is social. After getting into civil services, you will have cadre-based marriages. Love எப்படி வருது? யார் IAS, யார் IPS, யார் தமிழ்நாடு கேடரு, அதுக்கப்புறம் வரும். அப்ப love is not personal experience. Love is influenced by the social forces. The social forces most of the time is invisible. நம்ம கண்ணுக்கு தெரியறது இல்ல. Why when you go to a restaurant, you go with your family to a restaurant, there the waiter is keeping the food and he is going. Now that who is serving the food which is kept on the table? Your father or your mother? யாரு? Mother தானே. அப்போ have you ever questioned this? Have you ever noticed this consciously? எதுக்கு அம்மா சர்வ் பண்றாங்க? இது ஹோட்டல், இது வீடு இல்ல. This is hotel. Why then even in the restaurant, mother is serving the food, not the father? If you ask your father, you serve the food, he says simply, எனக்கு தெரியாது. Because to serve the food, you have to go to Oxford University, Cambridge University and do PhD. அது அப்பா பண்ணலங்கிறதுனால தெரியல அவருக்கு, பாவம். So there are invisible forces which are very deep and you are not aware of this. Appa what sociology will tell you? It will give you a new pair of eyes to see the invisible. கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாம இதுவரைக்கும் இருந்த விஷயத்தை கண்ணுக்கு தெரிய வைக்கிறது இந்த சப்ஜெக்ட். You are not aware of this. So how you have been reared by your father, by your parents, how a girl is reared in the family, how a boy is reared in the family. There's a difference present or not? பையனை வளர்க்கறதுக்கும் பொண்ணை வளர்க்கறதுக்கும் குடும்பத்துல வித்தியாசத்தை காமிக்கிறாங்களா இல்லையா? ஆர் தே ஷோயிங் தி டிஃபரன்ஸ் ஆர் நாட்? If the girl child is growing, then the entire family will too much monitor the girl child. அப்படியே CCTV came now. CCTV is in the DNA. It is in the DNA. Because the society is a patriarchal, male-dominated society. It will monitor each and every movement of the girl child. Have you ever questioned this? The girl is conditioned mentally by the family that when some guest is coming, she will go and give water. Mother will call you, not your brother. நடந்துச்சா இல்லையா வீட்ல? Guest came, your brother was sitting on the sofa watching the TV or cell phone playing game, and you are also doing that. But when guest came, who was called for assistance by your mother? You or your brother? யாரு? நீங்க தானே. அப்போ have you ever questioned this? சும்மா உட்கார்ந்து சோபால டிவி பார்க்கறானே, ஈவனை சொல்ல வேண்டியதானே வேலைன்னு have you ever questioned? இல்ல தானே. கேளுங்க இப்போ. Hereafter you will ask this question. Because the nature of the subject is to make you ask questions. You will learn something new in this subject which you cannot unlearn. You will see something new in the subject which can never be unseen by you. இனிமே பார்க்க போற விஷயங்களை நீங்க பார்க்காம இருக்க முடியாது. Emile Durkheim, there is one great thinker, very big sociologist. He will be the first thinker we will be teaching. He says everything is social. He even went to the extent of saying that a person is committing suicide. Suicide is generally a personal act because that person only can commit suicide. அப்படிதானே? Suicide is a very personal act because that person only can commit suicide. On behalf of that person, no other person can commit suicide. அப்படிதானே? Close friend, he wanted to commit suicide, but he says, I have some birthday party. I thought of committing suicide. You are my close friend. On behalf of me, you commit suicide. On behalf of me, நீ யாராவது சொல்லுவானா? அப்போ suicide is the most personal act because nobody else can be a substitute in committing suicide for somebody. But that personal act is social according to this person called Durkheim. He says society is pushing the individual to commit suicide. 4 children committed suicide because of the NEET examination. Yes or no? Re-examination got conducted on 21st of June. 2 days back it was conducted. And 4 children committed suicide in Tamil Nadu. Why children commit suicide because of the NEET examination? Is exam a very anxious thing? Exam is triggering anxiety. We are very stressed because of the exam. UPSC examination, NEET examination, all these examination is anxiety producing things. It makes you very anxious. You think that this anxiety is your personal anxiety. It's your psychological problem. It is your mental problem that you are very anxious about this examination. But remember one thing, the anxiety is not a personal creation. It is a creation of the society. Why there is so much of anxiety in a competitive examination like NEET examination or UPSC examination? Anxiety is because of the fierce competition. Why fierce competition? Look into the demographic profile of India. 70% of the people are below 35 years of age. So many people are waiting in the queue to get the job. The number of jobs which are very lucrative like doctor, medicine or IIT, IIM is very less. But the number of people who wanted this job is very more. So when the demand is more and the supply is less, there is always a scarcity. And when there is a scarcity, then the competition becomes intensive, because competition comes only when there is scarcity. Competition will not come when there is so much of surplus. Supposing that there are 10 lakh IAS jobs per year and only 10 lakh applications are coming to UPSC for civil services, each one is assured of a job and there is no competition, there is no anxiety. So competition has triggered, fierce competition has triggered anxiety, and this competition is because of scarcity. Scarcity is because too many people are in the youth age, they are wanting job. So my anxiety for this examination is not my personal thing, it is because of the society. So it is society which is creating an architecture. There is an architecture which is made by the society, and that architecture is building a path for you to follow. You are following that path. The road which has been laid by the society is not visible to you, but somehow you are walking on the road. So we are walking, we are talking the script which is written by the society. எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும் ஐஸ்கிரீம், அதெல்லாம் இல்லை. நிறைய பேர் உங்களை மாதிரி ஆட்கள் ஐஸ்கிரீம் பிடிக்கும்னு சொன்னதுனால உங்களுக்கு பிடிக்குது. I like this chocolate so much. The dairy milk chocolate, நீங்களா, நீங்க மட்டுமா? They have conditioned. நீங்க நல்லா படிச்சனா ஸ்கூல்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மார்க் if you get in the term test, I'll give you chocolate. என்ன சாக்லேட் தெரியுமா? டைரி மில்க். அப்ப டைரி மில்க் டேஸ்டா இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறது. But taste itself is not personal, pa. You think that your taste buds are giving you a particular taste, but that taste buds taste itself is not your personal taste experience, rather it is a social creation. Just you are on the border, you are on the border of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. Assume that you are on the border. Just 1 kilometer that side of the border you go, the food is very spicy, very. In Tamil Nadu, people buy chili in terms of grams. There they buy in terms of kilograms. ரொம்ப காரமா இருக்குது. For them it is easy. I asked in the mock interview to one student from Andhra Pradesh who has got selected in civil services this time. She was in Hyderabad. It was a mock interview, online mock interview. I just asked this question to her. Why Andhra food is very spicy? Why Andhra food is very spicy? She said that, sir, enak theriyala sir, I don't know sir. It is spicy. Andhra, here also Andhra restaurant means Chennai, Anna Nagar, you go Andhra restaurant. Andhra restaurant nale and the red color chili photo போட்டிருப்பாங்க. கரெக்டா இல்லையா? அப்ப ஆந்திரா ஃபுட்னாலே ஸ்பைசி. ஏன்? Because people like spice. Spice, chili will not be chili taste for them, it will be sweet taste for them. No. It is chili taste only for them also. Then why it is so spicy? Why it is a very delicious food for them? Taste bud is same only for you and them. What matters is their culture, food culture. Though you are in the same zone, though you are located in the same latitude and longitude, you belong to a food culture, or you have a food culture which will not be so spicy. They have a food culture which is very spicy. And I explained to her that there is a history where there was some severe famine, intensive famine, where people have to eat plain rice with the chili powder, because chili cultivation is more, it seems, in some places there. So it is easy for them to get chili, not other vegetable. So what they used to do, they will mix that chili with white rice and they'll eat. Apo it has become a culture for them. So the taste is also not personal, it is very social. Which food you can eat, which food you cannot eat. How many of you were aware of the Madras High Court directive in May 2026? That Bagrid celebration, the Madras High Court says that the government should ensure that the cow or the calf cannot be slaughtered. No cow calf slaughter for Bagrid 2026. May 2026, the Madras High Court gave a direction to the government. Why cow and calf cannot be slaughtered? A student of political science will tell that Article 48 is there, sir, in the Constitution of India. It is the duty of the state to ensure that the cow, calf, milch animal, drought cattle cannot be slaughtered. It has to be preserved. Is Constitution the reason for no cow slaughter or calf slaughter, or the culture? Culture. In this Indian culture, cow is sacred. Cow cannot be slaughtered. Because it is sacred, it is God. Ko Mada. Ko means cow. Mada means mother. Amma. You can't slaughter. You may belong to any community. You may be a Muslim, you may be any non-Hindu community who may prefer to eat cow, but you cannot slaughter the cow and the calf. But why goat can be slaughtered? Which means cow is superior, goat is inferior. அப்படியா? Cow வந்து great. Goat, why? It is not that amongst the human beings that we have upper caste and lower caste. Even amongst animals we have. Animals we have jati. Why cow cannot be slaughtered? Why the Madras High Court says cow should not be slaughtered? And it gives a direction telling that no animal can be slaughtered outside except in the government permitted licensed slaughterhouses. Why? Why cow slaughter is banned? It is not because Constitution. It is because culture Constitution came. See, Constitution is basically codification of the culture. Constitution is not against culture. Remember this. Constitution is nothing but codification of the culture, which is suitable for a country having multiple cultures. Article 48 is not having its root in the Constituent Assembly. Article 48 of the Indian Constitution has its root in the social customs, in the culture. Goat is not having that much sacred status. But cow is having the sacred status. Cow is a religious deity. Goat is not. So, goat can be eaten, but not cow. 1950, there was a law made in 1950 which prohibits the slaughter of animals and birds in the temple. 1950, a law was made which prohibits slaughter of cow, slaughter of animals and birds in the temples. 53 years, no government took this law seriously. No government implemented the law seriously in Tamil Nadu. 2003, ADMK government under Amma. Amma means you know, no? Amma. She insisted that the district collectors will have to ensure that this law is implemented fully, which means it is the duty of the district collectors to prevent, to prohibit the slaughter of animals and birds in the temple. 2004, massive protest in Tamil Nadu. The protest was so intensive that the Tamil Nadu, the then Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, ordered the repeal of the law. Why people should protest vehemently? Because it is the culture of many people, many social groups, particularly the lower strata, to slaughter animals in front of the local deities. நிறைய பேரு, if you go and ask your family, grandfather, grandmother and all would have ஒரு வேண்டுதல் வச்சிருப்பாங்க. They would have got some prayer like this. என்னோட பேரனோ பேத்தியோ ஐஏஎஸ் எக்ஸாம்ல பாஸ் பண்ணா ஆடு வெட்டுறேன் லோக்கல் டெய்டி. அதெல்லாம் ஆஃப்டர் யூ பாஸ் யூ வில் ஃபைண்ட் these things will happen. They will take you to the local deity temple and where slaughter of animal will happen and you'll have a nice feast. So it is the culture of the people. Slaughtering animals, slaughtering the bird is culture of the people. அது ஒரு வேண்டுதல். Local deity, please the local deity. And when the government law came and told that this cannot be done, people, they resisted, they protested because it is violating their right to culture. My food is my right, my culture is my right. Culture, right to culture is a fundamental right under Article 29 of the Constitution. Right to culture is a fundamental right. So that is why he told Constitution is not against culture. Constitution is nothing but codification of the culture which is suitable for a country like India where multiple cultures are present. So the government has to repeal because so much protest. The collector told the SP told the local police inspector, go and ensure that the animal is not slaughtered in front of the temple. People used to come. 5 police constables will be there to prevent the slaughter. 5,000 villagers will be standing there. And some said that in front of the temple only you cannot slaughter. No, we'll go to the backyard and slaughter. So political science will tell you how law is made. Public administration will tell you how law is administered. But sociology will tell you whether the law will be successful or the law will be failure. Sociology will tell you whether a law will be successful in Kerala, that same law will be unsuccessful in Haryana. Sociology will tell you. This law will be successful in Tamil Nadu, but not in Haryana. So that is why I said sociology tells you that there are certain invisible forces which operates you and everybody follow this invisible force. That is why one sociologist's name is one sociologist. He says that what is real is social. Emile Durkheim says what is real is social. Social realism. Emile Durkheim. So there is nothing called real without social. God is real, yes or no? Is God real? How many of you believe that God is real? How many of you believe that God is real? மற்றவங்கெல்லாம் ஏத்திஸ்டா? யூபிஎஸ்சி எக்ஸாமுக்கு வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமும் ஏத்திஸ்டா? How many of you say there is no God? கடவுள் இல்ல. பயமா இருக்குதா இல்லையா? கடவுள் இருக்கிறாரனா some people have raised your hand. Some have raised your hand when I am asking how many of you believe that there is God, and there is no one who is daring to raise your hand to tell that I don't believe in God. Yeah. ஏன்னா கடவுள் இருக்கிறான் குமாரு. Who told? Society told. What it told? Don't tell lie. When you were a small kid, your parents, your teachers and all told, don't tell lie. If you tell lie, God will pluck your eye. பயமா இருக்குதா இல்லையா? அப்போ God is real, not because he is physical, but because he is social. So to be real, it need not be physical. Physical means what, pa? Which can be touched, which can be seen through your eyes, which can be measured. That is physical. Your body is physical because you can measure your body weight. You can measure your body weight. You can measure your height. You can measure your weight. So body is physical. What is physical? What is visible? That is physical. But has anyone seen God? Did you see God? You go to see God in the temple, you see God, but you don't see God. Actually, you see only the statue. It is made out of stone, but the stone is appearing to you as God. Now, who said this is not a stone, it is God? Your parents told, your teachers told, your friends told, the society told. Society is invisible. Society is not visible. What is society? Why you wanted to become IAS officer? Because society will praise me. Who is society? Who is society? Society is an abstract concept. Society is invisible. Who is visible is your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your extended family, your neighbors, your friends, your teachers. They are only visible. So society is operating through these people only. The invisible society is operating through visible people. நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. Invisible society is operating through visible people. So society is invisible because society is not a physical thing. Society is a mental thing. Society is an imagination. ஐயோ ஃபெயில் ஆயிடக்கூடாது. Why? 4 பேர் 4 விதமா பேசுவான். People are fearing failure not because that they did not get what they wanted. They fear failure because what others will tell. So the exam result is causing so much of anxiety for people, not because when we don't clear we miss IAS, but because ஐயோ பக்கத்து வீட்டு அங்கிள் கேட்பார ரிசல்ட்டை, ஐயோ மாமா ஃபோன் பண்ணுவார. These people who are watching you, they will ask you about your result. So அவங்க கிட்ட என்ன சொல்றது? That is the main problem. Not because I lost my IAS, my dream is gone. That is not my fear, because there were many dreams which went like that only. என்னமோ நினைச்சதெல்லாம் நடந்த மாதிரி. Many went like that only. No, so it is not about that we don't get IAS. It is about ஐயோ 4 பேர் என்ன சொல்வான்னு தெரியலையே. Sociology teaches you this. You may think that how many children the parent should have is a personal decision of the spouse. Husband and wife decides how many children is according to us, but according to the society only they are having the said number of children. So reproduction is biological. Try to understand this. Reproduction is biological, but reproduction according to sociology is not purely biological. It is very sociological. Why? Because when a girl should get married, when a boy should get married, who should marry whom, when marriage, how many children they should get, when children should be born. They are all what? Are they personal decisions of the husband and wife, or it is a social compulsion? Proliferation of the fertility clinics today. How many fertility clinics are there? You just have to go across Anna Nagar, nearby Anna Nagar, you have a walk. You'll find how many fertility clinics. Why fertility clinics are mushrooming today like this? Because after marriage, the social pressure is for getting children. The pressure will be there. So the husband and wife, they have to have children, not because they wanted children, but because society wanted children. Why society wanted children? Society wanted children because old people will die. There should be some replacement to the old dying people. New people should come for society. So society wanted new children to compensate the loss of the old people who are dying. Therefore, society through marriage is putting pressure on the husband and wife to get children. If you go and ask an American woman how many children she has, she says 2 children. The average number of children born to an American woman is 2. The average number of children born to an US woman is 2. The average number of children born to an Indian woman is 3. The average number of children born to a woman in Yemen is 6. So there are 6 children normal. Here 3 children normal. In America 2 children normal. Therefore, how many children the husband and wife should have is decided not by them. When they have to get children, society will wait for 1 year. As soon as marriage is over, the society pressure will start. So there will be a tremendous pressure experienced by especially the girl in the system of marriage to reproduce. Because this is still a male-dominated society, barrenness is associated with women. When children are not born, when the child is not born, the society blames who? The man or the woman? Women. She is barren. Barrenness is women's thing, according to society. So, every married woman have a feeling of anxiety that I should not be barren. So, I should prove that I am fertile. And the society has given some time, say 1 year. I should prove that I am fertile. Because infertility is inauspicious thing. An infertile woman is a bad omen. Tiya Sakti. So a woman has to prove her fertility. Now modern women, because of the lifestyle changes, maybe the fast food, maybe the polluted environment, maybe the stress associated with their work, professional work, that these things are delaying fertility. Now society puts pressure on the women, and she is having some problem, physiological problem, because of the modern working lifestyles, and she is not able to give birth to children. Now the force comes from society that she has to go and seek some assistance from fertility clinic, which explains why fertility clinics are mushrooming today. You may tell that women have become modern after she has gone to job, but women are not modern. Modern women, modern is not complete, modern is incomplete, that they may become IAS officer, they may become IPS officer. Despite of you becoming IAS, IPS, there will be a pressure put on you after marriage that you have to give birth to a child. There will be a pressure put on you to do the mothering role, despite of you becoming the district collector. You cannot relieve yourself from the social roles which you were doing for so many thousands of years. Women are supposed to do this mothering job. So society therefore puts pressure on you. That is why the number of children is not decided by the mother, the number of children is not decided by the father, the number of children is not decided by even the family, the number of children is decided by the society. Therefore, there is a social rate of fertility. ஒரு சொசைட்டிக்கு ஒரு ஒரு ஃபேமிலியில இத்தனை குழந்தைங்க இருக்குன்றது ஒரு பேட்டர்ன், சோஷியல் பேட்டர்ன். That is why Yemen women average 6 children, Indian women average 3 children, American women average 2 children. So your choice of IAS is not your personal choice. Your choice of love is also not personal. Your choice of food is not personal. For example, many of the non-vegetarian family insist that on Tuesdays and Fridays you can't eat non-vegetarian food. அம்மா கால் பண்ணி கேட்பாங்க, இன்னைக்கு டியூஸ்டே என்ன சாப்பிட்டேன்னு கேட்பாங்க. நான் ஐ ஏட் நான்வெஜ். வாட் அ டைப் ஆஃப் பர்சன் யூ ஆர். இன்னைக்கு என்ன கிழமை என்ன ஃபுட் சாப்பிட்ருக்கேன். டியூஸ்டே, ஃப்ரைடே, even non-veg person cannot eat non-veg food on Tuesdays and Fridays. யார்ப்பா சொன்னா? தி சிக்கன் கேம், தி மட்டன் கேம் அண்ட் டோல்ட் யூ இன்னைக்கு செவ்வாய்க்கிழமைப்பா என்ன விட்டுருன்னு சொல்லிச்சா? இல்லை தானே. அப்போ your food behavior is social, your reproductive behavior is social, your career choice is social. See, right from the independence, anyone can, men, women can write this UPSC examination. No discrimination. You can choose IAS, you can choose IPS. But we have to wait for more than 3 decades for the first women IPS officer to come. Though there was no ban on women to choose IPS, for the first 30 years, in 1980s, Kiran Bedi came as the first women IPS officer. And a policing job even today is not women's job. That is why if you go to National Police Academy, out of 100, how many women are there? Not even 10%. UPSC is not telling women should not prefer IPS. But society says women should not prefer IPS because IPS is men's job. That is why 30 years we have to wait for the first IPS officer to come, women IPS officer to come, Kiran Bedi. Kiran Bedi, once she was the deputy commissioner of Delhi. She was the deputy commissioner of Delhi. So the Prime Minister of India's car was parked in the no parking area. She told in one speech itself, the Prime Minister's car was parked in the no parking area. She was doing the patrolling. And she found that this car is parked in the no parking zone. And she called the inspector, come with the crane and lift the car, put it in the parking lot. The inspector told, ma'am, this car is Prime Minister's car, Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister's car. She has gone for shopping and this is her car. She said, everybody is same in front of law. All are equal in the eye of law. Whoever it may be, lift the car. Crane came, lifted the car and was put in the parking lot. Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister, came out and she was searching for the car. The security staff told, ma'am, your car is parked there in the parking lot. And she said, who parked? We parked here only. Who put the car in the parking lot? And they said it was the Deputy Commissioner of Traffic, Kiran Bedi, IPS. She told the IG, she told the Commissioner of Police, tomorrow morning I wanted to see her. Let her come to my office. And people told in the police circle, tomorrow you are going to get dismissed from IPS. Dismiss. Because the Prime Minister was very angry. The Prime Minister can dismiss you. Just a simple one phone call. You are gone. She told that I went with a little bit of anxiety. I was a little bit tensed because my superiors called me and they scolded me and told that you'll be thrown out of police job. IPS will be removed from you. You'll be dismissed. When she entered, the Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, appreciated her, telling that this is what I wanted. And from that time onwards, I was not called Kiran Bedi, I was called as Crane Bedi. So why there was no explicit ban on women taking up IPS? Why then women are not taking IPS? Yeah, na, that is men's job. So the choice of your job, the choice of your food, the choice of your spouse, the choice of your dress. You go to a marriage, you wear black color dress, your mother will scold you. Enna color? Marriage you have to wear auspicious color. Auspicious color, colorly auspicious. Yellow color auspicious. If you go to wedding, you just have a glance. Yellow, red, green. You need not see them before itself. You first itself you will come to a conclusion that I am going to this wedding, and most of the women wearing sari will be silk sari. Correct? Women will have to wear silk sari. Yampa. Was it printed in the invitation? Those who are wearing silk sari only will be permitted, others will not be permitted. Why silk sari? Why for wedding silk sari? Why for going to temple silk dhoti, silk sari? God told that silk is what I like, cotton I don't like. No. So the choice of your dress, which dress you have to wear? You wear sari if you go to temple, if you go to marriage. You wear modern outfit when you go to party. Party hall la poi or party நடக்குது. அந்த பார்ட்டில போய் சில்க் சாரிய கட்டிட்டு வரக்கூடிய விமனை நீங்க பார்க்க முடியுமா? அப்ப this is what is called as social pattern. Pattern என்ன அர்த்தம்? There is something which is already made and you just follow it. There is already a road laid and you have to walk on the road. So society is what is studied in sociology. What is sociology now? Sociology is nothing but study of society. So you think that there are certain things which are normal. But actually speaking, what you think a normal behavior is basically a social behavior only. How many times you eat food daily? How many times you are eating food daily? 3 times. That's normal. 3 times food. Who told 3 times food has to be eaten daily? Doctor says only when you are hungry you should eat food. But your mother says time is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Whether you are hungry or not, you must have to eat food. பசிக்குது பசிக்கலங்கிறது இல்ல, டயத்துக்கு சாப்பிடணும் சொல்றாங்களா இல்லையா? Doctor says this is not needed. So 3 times food your mother told, which is why you follow. To your mother, who told? Her mother. To her, her mother, her mother, her mother. Appa we don't know who said this. When you don't know who said this, it is the work of the society. The man in the Hindu marriage, the boy is tying thali around the neck of the girl. Hindu marriage la ulta paathirukringala, girl is tying thali around the neck of the boy. Girl may be IPS officer, boy may be unemployed, but that doesn't bother society. You are a boy, you should tie the thali around the neck of the girl. இப்போ வேற மாதிரி நடந்துச்சுன்னா எப்படி இருக்கும்? You go to a marriage. It happened in a place called தஞ்சாவூர். தஞ்சாவூர் பக்கத்துல நடந்தது ஒரு 10-15 years back. People come to marriage. They came to marriage. The boy as usual tied the thali around the neck of the girl. The next, the girl took a thali and tied around the neck of the boy. Hundreds of people who are watching this, they shouted, protesting against this action of the girl, and they staged a walkout. How can we accept this? Is there anything written in the law book that the boy will have to tie thali around the neck of the girl? Constitution la andha mari irukudha? Appo why people are protesting? Because what is cultural is deviated now. Appo if you are deviating from the culture, if you are going against the culture, you will face opposition. Marrying a girl or the boy belonging to your own caste is a cultural thing. Marrying cross cousin is a cultural thing in Tamil Nadu, but not in North India. Marrying cross cousin is a normal thing in Tamil Nadu. Cross cousin means who? Your maternal uncle's daughter or son, or your paternal aunt's daughter or son. மாமா பையன் அல்லது மாமா பொண்ணு, அத்தை பையன் அல்லது அத்தை பொண்ணு, you can marry. When the marriage decision comes, the first choice is your cross cousin. If you don't have the cross cousin only, then they will go outside. Recently, I went to a marriage in my place. I belong to Tirunelveli. I went to marriage last week. In that marriage, I found that the girl has to be taken from the girl's house to the boy's house before marriage. தெரியுமா தெரியாதா? மேரேஜ் எல்லாம் பார்த்துருக்கிறீங்களா? அதுல the girl, it is a ritual, it is a ceremony. Girl will be taken from the girl's house to the boy's house. She'll have to visit briefly the boy's house, then she'll go to the marriage hall and get married. Right? Now, when the boy's family comes to take the girl to the boy's house just before marriage, the girl's family came and told the boy's family that they identified two small boys. One boy aged 8, one boy aged 10. Sariya? They told that these are the two boys who are her cross cousins. ரெண்டு பேரும் மாமா பசங்க. You give 500 to this boy, you give 500 to this boy. So the boy's family gave 500. You know why? ஏன்னா the girl is these fellows property. இவன் 10 வயசு ஆகுது, அந்த கேர்ளுக்கு 25 வயசு ஆகுது. He cannot marry that 10-year-old boy, cannot marry 25. But she belongs to this boy. அப்போ he will come and stop you. She is my girl. நீ எப்படி என்ன ஹைஜாக் பண்ணிட்டு போறியா அப்படின்னு கேக்குறான். அப்போ he has to be convinced. இந்தாப்பா ஒரு 500 ரூபாய் வச்சுக்கோ, பிரச்சனை பண்ணாத, வாங்கிட்டு ஒதுங்கிடுறான். இது இந்த பையனுக்கும் தெரியல, இவனுக்கு என்ன ஒரு 500 ரூபாய் கிடைக்குது அவ்வளவுதான். நீ சாக்லேட் வாங்கலாம், ஐஸ்கிரீம் வாங்கலாம், அவன் கணக்கு வச்சிருக்க. அப்போ இது எவ்வளவு பேட்ரியார்கல் பாருங்க. மேல் டாமினேட்டட். தி கேர்ள் இஸ் மை கேர்லாம். யாரு? 8 வயசு பையன் சொல்றான். மை ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி. விமன் ஆர் கன்சீவ்ட் as ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி. There is one sociologist, his name is L.T. Hobhouse. He says women are conceived as property. Appa property can be stolen. So women can be stolen. That is why society comes to give protection to the women, because she is a property, she can be stolen. So when the girl is going to school, father is the security person. When she goes to college, she will be accommodated by the brother or father, till they find a new security guard called husband. அப்ப marriage is what? The security guard change. அதுக்கு பேர் என்ன தெரியுமா? கன்யாதான். The boy, the girl's father and mother will hand over the girl to the boy. இதுவரைக்கும் நாங்க we safeguarded this property. Now onwards you have to safeguard this property. அப்ப women are conceived as property. Inheritance of property happens. Property can be inherited. Similarly, after the death of the husband, this wife can be inherited. If you go to North India, there is a practice. If the husband dies, the wife and the children born to that husband, the died husband, both will be inherited by the younger brother of the died husband. ஏன்னா the husband died, but this wife is a property. After the death of the husband, this wife, the property has to be inherited. And who has to inherit the property? That husband's younger brother, unmarried younger brother will inherit this property. எங்க? North India. But in South India, this is banned. After the death of the elder brother, his wife cannot be inherited by the husband's younger brother. அது தப்புங்க. ஆனா நார்த் இந்தியால அது கரெக்ட். If you go to North India, you say that I married my cross cousin. What type of culture you are practicing? Because their cross cousin is like real brother sister. Here cross cousin is spouse, potential spouse. இங்க சவுத் இந்தியால even uncle niece marriage happens. The maternal uncle can marry this girl. Maternal uncle can marry the daughter of her elder sister. அங்க அது கிடையாது. அப்போ who can be married? What type of job you can do? What time you have to eat food? Culture says. How many times you should eat food? Culture says. When to take bath? Culture says. Correct, Alia? And who has to take bath early in the morning, boy or the girl? இதுலயும் discrimination வரும். Who has to take bath early in the morning? Girl. ஒரு கேர்ளா இருந்துட்டு காலையில 10 மணி வரைக்கும் குளிக்காம இருக்கிறியே, இதெல்லாம் குடும்பத்துக்கு நல்லதான்னு கேட்பாங்க. இதுக்கும் அதுக்கு என்ன சம்பந்தம்? ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. But a girl will have to maintain the house clean. Aspirant, the girl, the boy. Parents are coming to the boy aspirant's room. It is so untidy. The mother started making it clean. Mother and father came to the girl aspirant's room and they found it is fully untidy and they are scolding her. என்ன ஒரு பொண்ணு மாதிரியா ரூம் வச்சிருக்கிற? அப்ப cleanliness is a women's thing. So sociology teaches you this basically. It teaches you society. What is sociology now? Studying society is sociology. So why you should study society? You are living in the society, so you should study society. You should know why you study. The purpose of study is to know. The purpose of study is to gain knowledge. Why you should know? Why you should know? Only if you know, you can predict. Why you should predict? Only if I can predict, I can control. Why you should control? If only I can control things, I will feel a sense of security. And why you should have a sense of security? Only then I can have peace of mind. Why you should have peace of mind? Only then I will be happy. So the purpose of study is, the purpose of knowledge is to make you happy, to make you easy, to make you easy. So you should learn cooking because it should become easy for you. Anything you are learning, the purpose is to know about it, to control that, and to make it easy for you. So the purpose of studying society is to make your living easy. Your life will become easy if you know society. A fish should know the water because the existence of the fish is dependent on the water. Same fashion, the existence of you is dependent on the society, which is why you should know the society. So, man without society is like fish without water. A fish lives in water. If you throw that fish out of water, it will die. A man, therefore, if thrown out of society, he will die. Imagine tomorrow morning, nobody is there with you. You are the single person, sole person standing in the place. யாருமே இல்லை. We'll become mad. Correct? பைத்தியம் பிடிச்சு. When roommates are vacating the room, or when roommates are going for Diwali holidays, தனியா இருக்கிறது பயமா இருக்குது. Why being lonely is causing fear? Because you are not, you don't know how to live alone. You have learned how to live in a group, but you have not learned how to live alone. அதனால தனிமைங்கிறது கொடுமை. So we are living a life in this society. When you are a cardiologist, you should know the heart. When you are a nephrologist, you should know the kidney. When you are an orthopedic surgeon, you should know the bones. When you are a member of the society, you should know the society. So knowledge about society is very much fundamental for living in the society. You are an individual, but this individual is always driven by institutions. Individual without institution cannot exist. What are those institutions? Institutions are like family is an institution, marriage is an institution, education is an institution, economy is an institution, politics is an institution. So individual is driven by the institutions. These institutions are socially created. So as an individual, you don't have any existence. As a member of the group only you have existence. So you should know about your group, without which you cannot live. You cannot live as a member of the group. So knowing society therefore is needed for anyone who has to live in this society. But for UPSC, for civil servants, you are not just living in the society, you are doing services for the society. Civil services, civil means people, services means satisfying the needs of the people. So the job of you is to service the people, to satisfy the needs of the people. So if you have to satisfy the needs of the people, you should know the people. Administration does not happen in vacuum. Administration happens in the society. So being an administrator, you should have a very thorough knowledge about society. That is why study of society is very, very important for civil servants. An opportunity is given to you to know society thoroughly an opportunity is given to you in the name of sociology as your optional. So a student of sociology has a prior knowledge about society. He cracks UPSC exam, she cracks IPS exam, and now she is becoming a civil servant, IAS officer, IPS officer. She had already got a thorough understanding of society, so her job as an IAS officer, IPS officer will become so easy because she knows the people. There was a collector in Uttar Pradesh. See, the government of India wanted that we have to eliminate this open defecation. The country which is having maximum open defecation is India. 58% of the defecation happens in open place. India. That is why this Clean India campaign and all came. Swachh Bharat and all came. The purpose is to eliminate the open defecation because it is so health hazard. But the culture is that open defecation is the culture in the villages. Flush toilet is mandatory in city, but not in village. Village open defecation is normal. Now government is telling open defecation should be banned. Private toilets will have to be constructed. Now when you go to people, people say, "Idu ennappa toilet poi veetla kattuvaanappa yavanadu." Anga culture enna? Veetla toilet kattakudadu, adhaan culture. Appo one district collector has to solve this problem. If you go to people, people are not ready because government is giving money. You can take money from the government. I'm the collector, I'll give money to you, you build the toilet in your house. People are not ready to come. When the official goes and they ask the people, come to the collector, fill the application form, definitely you'll get this many rupees to construct the toilet. Why we need toilet in the house? Toilet should not be there in the house. Now the collector used his sociology knowledge. Okay. He promoted a campaign, one slogan. Toilet, private toilet is equal to self-respect of the girl. Private toilet is equal to self-respect of the girl. So no toilet, no bride. That's slogan. No toilet, no bride. He popularized this campaign that the girl child pride lies in having a personal toilet. Upper when the house doesn't have toilet in the private toilet, don't give your daughter for marriage to the boy in that house. It is a disgrace to your girl. This was attracting. This hit the people's mind. So no toilet, no bride, no toilet, no bride. That campaign, full swing, that campaign was organized, and they found that in that particular district, not even single house was without toilet. And that campaign was used by other collectors. So how this collector became very successful in implementing this policy of the government or the scheme of the government? He knew the culture of the people. Pride of the family lies in the daughters. Daughter is the pride of the family. Male dominated society is very confusing. On one hand, it sees that the pride of the family is daughter. On the other hand, it is abusing this women. So daughter is pride of the family. That is why when daughter is running with a boy for marriage, she is running out of the house for marrying a boy. Who will commit suicide? Boy's family or girl's family? Girl's father and mother will commit suicide. Boy's father and mother, ஏன் பொண்ணை சரியா வளர்க்கலையா நீ? பையன் அப்படிதான் இருப்பான். The boy will be like this only. So you have not reared the girl properly. You die. நீ ஏன் உயிரோட இருக்கிற? Society comes and sees. உயிரோட இருக்கிறியா இல்லையா? உயிரோட இருக்கிறேன். ஏன் உயிரோட இருக்கிற? Why? So honor is tied to the girl's chastity. The family honor is tied to the chastity of the girl. And if a girl is running away to marry a boy, it is dishonor to the family, and that is attracting honor killing. Supreme Court of India says, what is honorable in killing? It is a cold-blooded murder. Appa society is treating girl as the honor of the family. Appa arranged marriage is the most preferred marriage, because in arranged marriage, the girl's father will find out who is the good boy, and he is giving that girl to that boy through marriage, and that marriage is a Brahma type of marriage, which is a pure marriage. Gandharva marriage, love marriage, marriage by elopement, against the culture, which will attract punishment. So you should know, as the collector of the district, you should know the culture of the people. If you don't know the culture of the people, how will you administer the people? People are very cultural. They are very, very cultural. When you fill the application form, online application form you are filling, you just mark my words now, that on the date of filling your online application form in UPSC portal, your father and mother will insist you to fill the application form in the auspicious time. சொல்லுவாங்க பாருங்க, நல்ல நேரத்துல தான் அப்ளிகேஷனை ஃபில் பண்ணணும். எது? ஆன்லைன்ல. ஆனா ஆஸ்பீஷியஸ் டைம், ஆன்லைன் ஆஸ்பீஷியஸ் டைம். எப்படி இருக்குது பாருங்க. Computer came to increase the efficiency of the human beings, because machine can do the calculation faster than the man. So computer came for increasing the productivity, but computer came to India for seeing astrology. Computer astrology இப்ப ஏஐல வருதா இல்லையா? எனக்கெல்லாம் நிறைய வருதுப்பா, அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் வருது. You wanted to know your future, கேளுங்க. எதுக்கு வந்துச்சு ஏஐ? ஜோசியம் பார்க்கறதுக்கு வந்துச்சா? யூஸ் பண்றோமா இல்லையா? Why online came? To increase the efficiency, to increase the communication. But today online matrimonial websites are there. எதுக்கு? To see whether the girl is belong to your caste or not. So culture is very deeply in the mind of all, and therefore all our actions are cultural actions. So when people are cultural beings, as the administrator, as the collector of the district, as the SP of the district, you cannot be blind to the culture of the people. You should be aware of the culture of the people. The collector of Ooty wanted to uplift economically the tribal community in Ooty, Nilgiris. So he made a scheme. Find out this tribal people and give them buffalo, so that they can milk the buffalo and they can earn money. They can economically sustain themselves by selling the milk. He identified the beneficiaries and he gave to thousands of family buffaloes. After 6 months, he called the Tahsildar and go check it out whether the buffalo scheme worked well for them to earn money. The collector ordered the Tahsildar. Tahsildar went and took stock of all the beneficiaries, and he came, told the collector, sir, no family has the buffalo now. What happened to all the buffaloes? All these groups ate the buffalo, because they have the habit of eating buffalo. இன்னைக்கு எங்க வீட்டில் உள்ள பஃபலோ காலி பண்ணிடுவோம், நாளைக்கு உங்க வீட்டில் உள்ளது 100 buffalo, 100 buffaloes or 1000 buffaloes slaughtered and eaten. So If the collector had known that these people had the food culture of eating buffalo, he would not have given buffalo. India was one of the first country in the world to have a national population policy. One of the first few countries in the world to have a national population policy, 1950s. But the population did not get reduced. Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, sensed that population is the problem in India because the resource is very small, population is very huge. We should reduce the population, otherwise people will die out of starvation. So population reduction becomes the one of the priority for the government. So in full swing, national population policy was implemented, but of no use. People did not reduce their population. Why? Why? Because in all religions, Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, children are seen as the gift of God. Children are seen as the gift of God. So you can't say no to the God's gift. And more children means more God is merciful. Now, economists, they surrender to the government. We can't do anything because people's culture is like this. Anthropologists and sociologists were employed by the government of India. Go, door to door you go and do something so that population will reduce. Before, the government was agitated because we are telling people are not reducing the population. Forceful family planning, vasectomy, tubectomy, forcefully done. They did not even leave 80-year-old man. Performed family planning on him. But this, you do something forcefully, people will question, people will protest. Then sensing the people's agitation, then sociologists have been employed by the government of India and they went door to door and convinced people about the importance of two-family norm. And this worked. So sociologists are employed today by the government when the scheme is planned, when the scheme is drafted, and the scheme is implemented, and the scheme's feedback is got. So in every scheme making, in every policy making, we have sociologists. Therefore, sociology is very, very inevitable for administration. Many students, after getting selected through sociology optional, they have shared their experience that after clearing this examination, they used to tell that sociology was very useful after passing the exam. It was useful for passing the exam. It was useful even more after passing the exam. Because the sociology knowledge is what is making you different from others. You can connect with the people easily. A civil servant will have to be an efficient, effective communicator. A communication requires knowing the culture of the people. ஒரு கல்ச்சரை தெரியாம கம்யூனிகேஷனை நீங்க டெவலப் பண்ண முடியாது. So a sociology student can become a very able administrator, because sociology teaches you in and out of society. It is said that your intelligence quotient can give you an appointment order. Your IQ can give you appointment order. But there is something called as SQ, social quotient. That only can give you promotion order. Who will be the best administrator? Who can connect with the people, connect with the superior, connect with the subordinate. You are the collector of the district. How you will treat your subordinate? With a sense of inferiority? No, because he also comes from a culture. He comes from a caste. If you try to show your domination, your power over the subordinate, he will go to his jati man. He will tell this collector is, belong to that jati. He is, committing atrocity against me, and he should be booked under the SCST Atrocity Act, 1989 Act. அவ்வளவுதான். I belong to Muslim community, the mosque will come. I belong to Christian community, the church will come. I belong to Hindu community, the temple will come. So every person who is a subordinate to you belongs to a group. அவனெல்லாம் நீங்க சும்மாலாம் ட்ரீட் பண்ண முடியாது. I am the collector na, he will show you who he is. அப்ப you should understand, oh, he comes from this group, so I should not yield to his pressure, but I should not ruthlessly express my power. There is a very much the needed quality today, the needed quality today is flexibility. அதனால தான் ப்ரூஸ் லீ சொல்றாரு, be like a water. The water can fit into any vessel. When water is put into any vessel, it takes the shape of the vessel. You should be like that. That flexibility is needed. That adaptability is needed. For flexibility, for adaptability, knowing culture is very, very fundamental. So that is why sociology not only makes you IAS officer, sociology will make you one of the best performing IAS, IPS officer. A student of sociology not just will become one of the best IAS or IPS officer. A student of sociology, since he understood the society, he understood the family, he will be able to maintain a very cordial relation with others. He will develop a cordial relation with others. ஏன்னா தெரியும் எது வந்து high voltage wireங்கிறது தெரியும். He will not touch that. So he will be able to become a very good family member. He will become a very good friend, because what is very important for relationship is understanding the other. Understanding the other is the very important thing in the maintenance of relationship. Why relationship break? Why friendship break? Why marriage relation breaks? Why parental relationship breaks? இன்னைக்கு நிறைய பிரேக்கப் ஏன் நடக்குப்பா? Because you are not able to understand the other's perspective. அடுத்தவங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறாங்கன்னு உங்களுக்கு புரிய மாட்டேங்குது. And the most important thing to maintain today relationship is understanding the others, understanding the other dimension. What you should know is there is always present visible, there is always present invisible dimension also. Sociology teaches you that hidden force. Things are not what they seem. Peter Berger says, a very important sociologist. Things are not what they seem. பார்க்கிறது ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்கும். What you see has a deeper meaning, which are hidden. So, why a person sits in the class in the first row or the second row or the third row? Why he is sitting next to this person, not to that person? You think that it is very normal thing. இதை பத்தி யோசிக்கல நீங்க. But there is present some sort of invisible things. You will not understand why reservation continues even today. Without sociology knowledge, you will not understand why reservation continues. Why there is opposition to delimitation today in Tamil Nadu? You will not understand without knowing the sociology. So behind every current affairs, there is present sociology. Even though the Supreme Court of India has said that we have decriminalized homosexuality when we are reading section 377 of IPC. You know, homosexuality was an offense earlier under section 377 of Indian Penal Code. But Supreme Court says in the judgment, NALSA, NALSA judgment, that homosexuality is not an offense. Sexuality is intimacy. It comes under privacy. So it is a private thing. Sexual preferences are very private things which cannot be controlled by law according to judgment. But in the society, court may say homosexuality is not an offense, but society says it is an offense. Therefore, in most of these societies, it may be even Western societies, it may be developed societies where they have legalized gay marriages or lesbian marriages. Even there, homosexual marriages are very minor, very minuscule number of homosexual marriages are happening there. Majority of the marriages, even there, will be heterosexual. Appa law may tell in which direction society is supposed to go, but culture will tell in which direction society will actually go. So when you are making law, because law is made by bureaucrats, not by MP, MLA. MP, MLA will not make law. You only will make law. They will give one objective of the law and the finer provisions and all you will have to make as a bureaucrat. But you are actually lawmaker. So when you are making law, since you understood society, you understood the culture, you will make law in such a way that it is not culturally rejected. Therefore, knowledge about sociology or knowledge about society is a fundamental prerequisite for a civil servant. Without that, you cannot become an able administrator. Which administrators and all earned bad name? These administrators, they did not know the culture of the people, which is why they earned bad name. Sociology is an optional, not just having the job to make you IAS, but it is an optional to make you a better civil servant. So the importance of the optional does not end with you clearing this examination. The importance of the optional will begin after you clear the examination. When selection of optional comes, I said it is a social decision because your friends have suggested. You have seen so many people talking about sociology and that is why you have selected. So it is not your personal decision, it is a social decision. But I wanted you to have three things in mind when you select an optional. I always tell students to undergo a test called a suitability test. Why optional is very important? The selection of optional is not selection of a subject. The selection of optional will decide your rank. So just like that, you cannot select your optional. It decides your rank. Optional, therefore, is a trump card It is a gate pass to Labasna. It is a gate pass to NPA, National Police Academy. It is a gate pass. What you should do as an aspirant, as a serious candidate, is that you should ensure that your GS is not pulling you down. Your GS should not pull you down. Your sociology should push you up. So you will get better rank only if you cross 280 plus in sociology, in optional, in general. And our target for you is 320 plus, doable, because students before you have got 320 plus in sociology, sitting in the same class. They have got 320 plus. Many number of students are there, they have changed their optional from one to another. That is sociology. They have left their previous optional after having tried for 3 times, took sociology for the 4th time. First time sociology, they cleared the UPSC exam. Sai Murali, I still remember. He came to me and told, sir, I have been trying with the public administration optional for the last 3 years, but I could not improve my marks. My friend, my colleague, Ankit Ashokan, Thambi, Abhijit Ashokan also cleared. My students. Elder brother Ankit cleared the sociology with sociology optional. He got 303 in sociology optional. One of the topmost mark that time. His colleague was Sai Murali. So he told Sai Murali, 3 years you are trying with public administration. You come, I have tried with sociology optional. First attempt na 303 vaangita. You come and meet sir, and he took Sai Murali to me. Sai Murali asked only one question, sir. Logically speaking, 3 years I have studied public administration. 4th year I study public administration. My public administration will become stronger. Sariya, will become stronger. But Ankit says, Sata Besi Parnu Kutundargar. He said, you have not married your optional. என்ன மேரேஜா பண்ணிருக்கிறீங்க, ஐயோ ரொம்ப தப்பு, கடைசி வரைக்கும் கண்களாம காப்பாற்றணும். எதுக்கு இந்த ஆப்ஷனல்? மேக் மீ IAS. Whichever makes me IAS, I will select that. அப்போ you are not wedded to your optional. You have not married your optional. Even marriage, divorce is possible. Once married, you are not married forever. You can divorce. ஒத்து வரலன்னா டிவோர்ஸ் பண்ணலாம், சட்டத்திலே இருக்குதுப்பா, 1956 ஆக்ட். அப்போ 3 times you tried and nothing is working, you can try the sociology. Then he was convinced with my logic. You have not married my optional. அது ஒன்றும் டக்குன்னு அவருக்கு பல்பு எரிஞ்சிருச்சு. ஆஹா, நான் எதுக்கு பப்ளிக் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் மேரேஜா பண்ணியிருக்கிறேன், வேண்டான்னு விட்டுற வேண்டியதானே. Then he selected sociology as optional. First attempt sociology optional 321. Today he is foreign service official. The Ankit Ashokan brought his brother also, Abhijit Ashokan. He got IFS now. So he gave an interview recently where he told, my brother Ankit Ashokan told, Ankit called me, sir, என் தம்பி படிக்கணும்ன்றான் சார், ஆன்லைன்ல ஃபுல் கிளாஸ் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணுவார் சார், he'll attend the foundation sociology, he'll attend all the tests, எல்லா டெஸ்ட்டும் எழுதினார். And today he has got one of the nicest marks in sociology, and because of which he is IFS. அப்போ this is a trump card. இதெல்லாம் சும்மா சப்ஜெக்ட் இல்லப்பா, இது வாழ்க்கை. Sociology is not just a subject, it is your life. It is your rank in final selection. அப்போ when you select an optional, you should take into account compatibility, familiarity, and scoreability. Compatibility, familiarity, scoreability, these 3 things you should keep in mind when you select an optional. Compatibility, it is not about what I study in sociology, I write in sociology, how can I use my sociology to GS and SA. So GS, SA, so much sociology can be used. 250 marks worth essay, 2 essays you should write. Both the essays students will select from sociology topic, because out of 8 essays, minimum 4, maximum 1. Once there were 7 essays from sociology directly. Sociology ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டுக்கு பிரச்சனை என்னன்னா, எதை எல்லாமே தெரியுது, எதை எழுதுறதுன்னு தெரியல. அப்போ whatever you are reading for sociology, you will use in essay for 250 marks. And GS paper 1 society, 8 questions, 90 marks worth. 1/3 of the marks comes from society topic, which you will read in sociology. GS paper 2 social justice, GS paper 3 social development, GS paper 4 ethics. Ethics is the mother of sociology, because ethics is the child of philosophy. Sociology is also the child of philosophy. So ethics and sociology, they are like twin sisters. You can use all the thinkers as philosophers in ethics paper. So if you take these things, if I read for 500 marks, additionally I can get 500 marks. Buy one get one offer. Sociology நீங்க படிச்சீங்கன்னா, you can attempt answers worth 1000 marks. அப்போ whatever you are reading for GS is only worth 750. All your GS preparation is worth only 750. Other than sociology, what you are studying, it is only for 750. Very conservative estimation I am giving you. 500, sometimes even 600, 700 extra you will be able to write because of sociology. Every student or every teacher of a particular optional will tell that it comes in GS, it comes in GS. But my point is different. See, in GS paper 1, you have 3 topics. One is society, another is history, third is geography. Anyhow, history and geography, everybody will study in their prelims. So you will clear the examination not because you studied what others studied. You clear the examination because you study what others did not study. அதானப்பா, புரியுதா இல்லையா? You clear the examination not because you studied what others studied. You clear the examination because you studied what others studied. You also studied what others did not study. Sociology, nobody studied other than sociology student. So here where you are showing difference. 8 to 9 questions, around 120 marks, 90 to 120 marks coming from society topic can be touched only by sociology students, because it is deeply sociological. No GS type of answer will give you answer for the question asked in society topic. It is highly sociological. So compatibility, it is useful in GS, it is useful in essay. If you prepare for 500, you can write answer worth 1000 marks. Buy one get one offer. ஒன்னு வாங்கினா ஒன்னு free. Familiarity. This subject is about you and me. This subject is about us. So you can't say that this is very difficult. If you say that this subject is difficult, then you are not fit to be a member of society. It is not rocket science. It is about you and me. It is about your family. It is about your religion. It is about your polity. It is about your economy. It is about your education. So it is about you. Studying you, understanding you definitely will not be difficult, because since it is about you, it is very familiar to you. That is why anyone can select this as optional. An engineer can select this optional, a doctor can select this optional, a science student can select this, a humanities students can select this. Anyone can select this optional because it is about common sense. It is about the people. Scoreability. So you should score more, because the proof of the pudding lies in eating. Score. இதுதான் முக்கியம். And UPSC, I am not telling UPSC, in its annual report says sociology has the topmost success rate. Who else is needed to certify that this is scoring? UPSC itself is certifying this is scoring. Number one success rate is sociology, 10%. So scoreability is not just because UPSC says. Scoreability is based on two things. Accessibility and availability. Accessibility of a mentor. He should be accessible. Accessibility of a mentor. See, my experience with this subject or my relation with this subject sociology is more than 25 years. A quarter century I am traveling with this subject. 5 years as an aspirant, 20 years as a teacher. So 25 years of sociology experience is being, transmitted to you. I'm a transmitter tower. I'm transmitting the signal called sociology to you. This transmitter is 25 years experience transmitter who is easily accessible. You need not get appointment. You need not wait for wait in queue. Some students used to come from Delhi. Delhi learned they used to call me online la irukanga. Sir, can we talk to you? No, no, na periya kadavulapa. Sir, can we talk to you? Yeah, yes, you are supposed to talk to me and I am supposed to talk to you. Can we call you? Why you are asking such questions? Sir, we have not got that culture in Delhi to easily talk to the teacher. Doubt இருக்குது சார், ஆனா கேட்கறதுக்கு முடியல சார், because ஒரு rigid system is present. I have to book an appointment and it has to wait for some 1 week. அதனால அவங்க கேட்கும்போது எனக்கு விசித்திரமா இருந்துச்சு. சார், கேன் வி டாக் டு மீ? அப்போ they have been into that culture. So, anytime just you call me, you WhatsApp me, you come directly, I am there for you. Availability of what? Comprehensive materials. So the importance of the teacher lies in making the complex things so simple. My class notes will be more than sufficient for you. Class notes, running notes plus dictated notes, that forms the Bible for your sociology. Because in the class lectures I will give you answer, inbuilt lecture will have inbuilt answer to the previous year questions. So class lecture will become the Bible and you keep writing. Running notes, everybody should maintain running notes. The main problem with the current students I am seeing is they don't have the writing practice at all. Writing illa because they are living in a world of cut copy paste. அப்படியே ஆன்லைன்ல டிஜிட்டல் நோட்ஸ் சார் பாத்தீங்கன்னா செல்போன் they don't allow cell phone. If you are caught with cell phone, you'll be debarred. You can't write UPSC exam and UPSC says I will not only debar you, I will ask your TNPSC also to debar you. தெரியுமா அது? UPSC debarring a student means UPSC will write to PCS, Public Service Commission, to debar that student. நான் மட்டும் டிபார் பண்றது இல்ல, நான் ஸ்டேட் சர்வீஸையும் டிபார் பண்ண வச்சிருவேன்னு மிரட்டுறாங்க UPSC. Which is the format in which you are tested? That should be the format which you have to practice. If they are computer based test, if they are bringing for main examination where cut copy paste is going to become the format of the exam, then you practice in that. But the format of the exam is putting the pen on the paper, you should write for 3 hours continuously. Morning 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock 3 hours, afternoon 2 o'clock to 5 hours, continuously 6 hours you have to write. In between there will be 1 hour break. கை உடைஞ்சிரும்பா. Writing practice people are not having, and that is a caution to all the students in the current. நீங்க எல்லாம் 2K kids தானே, எழுதுறதுல பெருசா உங்களுக்கு practice இல்லை. ஸோ ரைட்டிங் has to be done. ஏன்னா there is a science behind that, neuroscience behind it. If you try to type things in the cell phone, you are making only 2 movements. The number of movements will be 2. But if you write a word, 24 types of movements are done. The more and more movement you do, the more and more stronger neural connectivity happens. But whatever you are doing more will become stronger. Another, writing is the surest form of reading. There is no other way of learning best than that of writing. If you have not written anything, you have not read anything. Write. Plus, I'll give 2 books, one for volume 1, paper 1, one for paper 2. Enough. போதும். Some students are searching material after material. Instead of becoming the collector of the district, they'll become the collector of materials. When you do more, you can't do it. When things are more, you cannot do it. There is a concept called as focus. Autotelics among. Autotelics, there is a word, autotelics. It says that you should not take something which is very tough. Because if you try to do something very difficult, it is causing so much of anxiety. Ultimately, you leave it. You will not take something which is very, very easy. Because if you take something which is very, very easy, it is boring. So taking easy thing is boring, you will leave it. Taking very, very difficult thing also you are going to leave because it is causing anxiety. So taking things in a very optimal level with which you can work. That is what is called as autotelics. Your best performance comes only when you can do something which is doable. Don't try to do something which is not doable. Don't try to do which is very, very simple, that will cause boredom for you. So when you take, don't put into your mouth more than what you can chew. Don't put into your mouth more than what you can chew. வாயில போட்டு சவைக்கிற அளவுக்கு வாய்க்குள்ள போடுங்க. அவ்வளவு காணம் எடுத்து உள்ள போட்டீங்கன்னா how will you chew? அப்போ what is very much needed is the right sized material, right sizing of the material, comprehensiveness. When the material is comprehensive, you can revise it many times. When you can revise many times, your memory will be very strong. When your memory is very strong, when the question comes, automatically the answer will come out instantly. Upper revision is very much needed. Revision is the key for your success. Revision is possible only when you have comprehensive material. So don't try to search material after material. I strongly discourage students going for all this AI platforms and searching material after material. Thatti பாருங்களே கொட்டு அருவி மாதிரி. It becomes so unmanageable that ஐயோ இவ்வளோ படிக்கணுமா? Karl Marx historical materialism, you ask all the AI platform, you compile the material, it will run for 1500 pages minimum. அப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? கால் மார்க்ஸ் கஷ்டம்னு விட்டுருவீங்க. அப்படிதானே? அதானே பண்ண போறீங்க. அப்ப AI is to be used, தப்பு இல்லை. பட் it has to be used like a salt. அவ்வளவுதான். உப்பு மாதிரி. உப்பை சாப்பாடு ஆக்கிறாதீங்க. எதுக்குனாலும் AI now ஒரு அடிக்ஷன் மாதிரி வருது. And Zoho founder has told, Sridhar Vembu has told, AI is going to stop people thinking. Manusha, humans became Homo sapiens because of his thinking ability. AI is coming and stopping the thinking ability. So you are going to go backward. அவர் சொல்றாரு, காஷன் பண்றாரு. Even is the founder of that Zogo company. அவர் சொல்றாரு, ஏஐ வச்சு நிறைய சம்பாதிக்கிற ஒரு மனுஷன் சொல்றாரு. என்ன சொல்றாரு? திங்கிங் இன்டர்வியர் ஆகுது, திங்க் பண்றதுக்கு யாரும் தயாரா இல்லை. உடனே இன்னைக்கு என்ன டே போட்டு அடி, ஏஐல கேள், இன்னைக்கு என்ன டே? இன்னைக்கு வென்ஸ்டே. இன்னைக்கு என்ன டேட்டு? டேட்டை கேலண்டர்ல பார்க்கலாம் அல்லது செல்போன்ல பார்க்கலாம். என்ன டே? நான் யாரு? நான் ஐ ஆஸ்ட் ஏஐ ஹூ am I? நான் கேட்டேன், என்னையே நான் கேட்டேன், ஹூ am Iன்னு கேட்கிறேன். அது என்னை பத்தி சொல்றது கிட்டத்தட்ட கரெக்டா தான் இருக்குது. கிட்டத்தட்ட கரெக்டா தான் இருக்குது. இப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? somebody is asking me, I am going to some college for a seminar. Who are you sir? Introduce பண்ணுங்க சார் உங்களை. அப்படின்னா யார் பண்ணா? நான் இதுதான், நான் ரீட் பண்றேன், நான் யாருன்னு. The human touch is very important. What the AI cannot give us the human touch. அதனால use AI, but don't use AI too much that you will stop this UPSC preparation for sure, because டன்னா கொட்டு மெட்டீரியல். தப்பு. I told no, autotelics, எது சாப்பிட முடியுமோ அதை சாப்பிடுங்க. So what you have to do is that confine your material to the class notes, and the 3 things or 4 things forms your material base. The Bible for you is the class notes. Second is the book, 2 books which I am giving, reference material. No material other than these 2. Third is I conduct tests and I give you model answer. I will advise you to rewrite the model answers. So rewritten model answers after the test, rewriting of the model answers. In the phase 1 test series, which is integrated with your foundation course, I am going to give you 108 model answers. In the phase 2 test series, which is a separate course but which comes to you at a very affordable cost, that will give you model answer for 228 questions. So 108 plus 228, totally 336 question answers. I'll give you ready-made answers right from the introduction till the conclusion. You are supposed to read those 336 questions, and 336 is nothing but 4 times revision of the whole of the syllabus. If you read 338 questions, 336 question, you would have revised the syllabus 4 times. Out of 336 questions, you will be writing 38 questions, 19 paper 1, 19 paper 2. Upon rewriting of the test notes, discussion, model answer. And fourthly, social fact, there is a current affairs monthly magazine. It is the first of its kind. We are the first to publish monthly magazine for sociology current affairs. Last year and all, somebody told me, sir, a particular institution in Delhi, they have cut the front and they have cut the top and the bottom, and they have given all your social fact in their material, which is open for all. I said, let it happen. On behalf of us only, they are also giving the material, so leave it. I have studied Karl Marx. He speaks about communism. எல்லாருக்கும் எல்லாம் சொந்தம். Sir, you can file. They can reach more students, and that is what I wanted. Sir, IPR violation எதுக்குப்பா போட்டோம். Let it get benefited. Let the student get benefited. அப்ப social fact monthly magazine for current affairs. Current affairs ங்கிறது each and every question, if you write 1 current affairs in the question, 38 current affairs you will write in 38 questions. 1 current affairs extra you write, you get 1 mark. You will be getting more than 38 marks extra. Extra 38 marks you will get if you add current affairs. இதெல்லாம் யாரும் பண்ணாத வேலை. So we clear the exam not because we do what others are doing. We clear the exam because we do what others are not doing. Integration of current affairs with sociology, many people don't do. I used to get so many papers from Delhi and all. They are not doing this. So I insist them, the social factor parangana. There is a channel, Telegram channel called Sociology Current Affairs Office. You join the channel because we will give you sociology related current affairs material in that channel. Channel name is Sociology Current Affairs. Telegram channel. Adaliyum ungalku you will get. So 4 things. It is a 4-layered approach. The sociology foundation course has 4-layered approach. The first Foundation for the building is the class notes. Then the second is the 2 books which I am giving, one for paper 1, one for paper 2. The third is rewriting of the test answers, and fourth is sociology, current affairs. All the 4 things you do. What you should do, you should eat the 4 thing like you are eating the sandwich. How do you eat the sandwich? You eat it together or you eat it in bits and pieces? You eat it together, no? And a dentist student was telling, sir, students, many small children are coming to me as patients. Why? Because the burger and all, they are eating like hippopotamus, they are opening their mouth. Another, the jaw gets affected, children. So the thing is very simple. When you eat a sandwich, you should eat together. You eat the first layer, you don't eat the second layer, means the taste of the sandwich will be gone. This is a sandwich which I'm giving. 4 layers are there. You should eat together. Sir, I'm doing class notes but not book. No. I am doing both, but I am not doing rewriting. No. I am doing all the 3, but I am not using current affairs thing. No. All the 4 things a student does, I'm sure that that student will cross 320. He will cross, she will cross. Why the student did not cross? No, they have not done this. It is a time-tested strategy, pa. Time-tested strategy. So, as far as sociology is concerned, I will carry your cross. Unga silvaiya na sumakren. But you should be sincere to whatever we are saying. See, UPSC, clearing in UPSC is a collective endeavor. It's a collective cooperative process. The teacher should cooperate with the student should cooperate with the teacher, and the parent should cooperate with both this teacher and the student. 3 people have to cooperate. If the cooperation is missing, then the result will not be up to the mark. So day 1 itself, we are entering into a social contract, an agreement I am entering in with you. The agreement is I will teach to the best possible extent, and you will have to take up the class to the best possible extent. I will do my best, you have to do your best. When we do our best, UPSC will do its best. So we are not here to make you mediocres. We are not here to give mediocre performance. We are going to give you master performance. Every one of you will have to give you a master performance. It is not just you write something on the page because they have given empty sheets, you are writing something. No. Every answer you are writing is a ticket to Labasna. UPSC gives you an opportunity to write your own fate. The answer which you are writing in UPSC answer sheet is not just an answer. It is the fate you are writing for you. உங்க தலைவிதியை எழுதுறதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு யூபிஎஸ்சி கொடுக்குது. அதான் யூபிஎஸ்சி சிவில் சர்வீஸ் எக்ஸாம். You are writing your own fate. Every single answer is a claim to your right to enter IAS. Every one of us is having right to enter IAS. We have a fundamental right. It is a right to life. Dignity comes because of IAS. Right to dignified existence comes under Article 21. So dignified life comes to us when we become IAS officer, when we become IPS officer. IAS, IPS is a dignity for us. IAS, IPS is an identity for us. We are not seeing IAS, IPS as a job. It is our identity, Adayalam. I will be remembered not by my name. I will be remembered by the 3 letter which is after my name, IAS. I may be X, Y, Z. My name is monkey, my name is donkey. Doesn't matter. Donkey, IAS is important, not a donkey. Monkey, IPS, monkey is not important. IPS is important. So we are making a pledge today. This is a resolve. We are making a resolve today, a promise today that we will do our best. Those who do their work best, they need not worry about result. Effort speaks. Nothing else will speak. Put your effort. Put your heart and soul into this preparation. 2 years, if you do what I am telling you, after 2 years, you will enter the world of civil services. It is a land of paradise. It is a land of pleasure. It is a land of heaven. You have not seen heaven. I also have not seen heaven. But once you clear IAS, once you go to Labasna, once you go to NPA, there you will see how heaven is. வாழ்க்கையில வாழும்போது சொர்க்கத்தை பார்க்கணும்னா அதுக்கு பெஸ்ட் ஐஏஎஸ் அண்ட் ஐபிஎஸ். சும்மா வந்தான் சார், 4 பேர் சொன்னாங்க சார், காலேஜ் படிச்சுட்டு சும்மா இருந்தான் சார், சும்மா இருக்கிறேன்னா படிப்போம். From zero you will become hero when you clear this UPSC exam. You will become a front page material. You will become a celebrity when you clear this examination. Overnight zero la irundhu hero vandirலாம். So this is an opportunity, this is a ladder. The ladder vachi you go to the next level. Because if you become IAS, if you become IPS, it is not you becoming IPS, it is not you becoming IAS, the whole family will get empowered. The whole community will get empowered, the whole village will get empowered. ஐஏஎஸ் ஓட அம்மா ஐஏஎஸ் ஓட அப்பான்னு உங்க அப்பாவும் அம்மாவும் சொல்லும் போது பிறவி பயன் அடைஞ்சிடலாம். அப்போ we are not into this சும்மா வந்தோம் போனோம் அப்படிங்கிறதெல்லாம் இல்லை. We are very serious about this UPSC. We will not let it go. பார்த்துடலாம். Because what is needed to crack this examination is a belief that you can do. அவ்வளவுதான், என்னால முடியும் அப்படின்னா முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. So with this positive note, we'll stop the class today, and tomorrow onwards we'll start the syllabus class, decoding the syllabus. We will unfold the syllabus of UPSC Sociology. I'll tell you what and all comes in Sociology paper 1. Each and every word by word I'll take up given in the syllabus, and I will tell you what this word means, so that you'll become very familiar with the syllabus terms. Once I start the real class, then it becomes so easy for you because you have got familiar with the syllabus words. Okay.